This is a Sports Catastrophe production. Hey there, how there, ho there. It's Jeff Cutastrophe and welcome you to another Sports Catastrophe birthday boy. But it's not a birthday boy. No, no, no. For March 18th. It's a birthday girl. How about that? I do another girl. And this one is an American icon. This is Bonnie Blair. She's one of the top speed skaters in her era and one of the most decorated in Olympic history. She competed for the U.S. in 4 Olympics, winning 5 golds and a bronze. Not bad. She was actually a debutante in Sarajevo at the '84 Olympics, where she finished 8th in the 500 meters. Even though she won the short track world championship in 1986, she became better for her long track. Now, short track, of course, is when you skate around in a small rink, kind of like a roller derby type length rink, and then basically long track is around the surface and all that. So anyway, Blair competed in long track at the '88 Winter Olympics in Calgary. She won the gold in the 500 meters and bronze in the 1,000. She took home 2 gold medals in the '92 Winter Games in Albertville and the '94 Winter Games in Lillehammer. Fuck. What do you mean there were 2 Winter Olympics 2 years apart? It doesn't make sense, and it's not COVID. Well, Mr. Dowder, I'm glad you asked. The Olympics had it that basically the summer and winter games would be both in the same year. However, they were tired of having the Olympics take over the same year. So they decided to make a compromise. After 1992, the winter games would be in like 94 and then 4 years after that. So 94, 98, 02, 06, 10, blah, blah, blah. And then the summer games would start, well, the 2 years, 96, 2000, 2004, 2008, blah, blah, blah. So basically, yeah, every 4 years. Just to make it a lot easier. So anyway, she seemed to be pretty good. It was amazing how she became a short track star. But yeah, she didn't do so well. She was the short track champ, but she decided to go long track. Basically, Bonnie Blair was trying to take down East German world champion Karen Anka, who was basically a legend and all that. Even though Bonnie Blair was shorter than Anka, her technique and fast start time made her a formidable opponent and all that. The trouble with the 1987 long track World Cup was that East Germany won 13 medals out of 18 possible ones. Blair won 4 medals. And other than East Germany, only 1 other medal. Wow. Blair looked good and all that. Her first event was in the 1988 Winter Olympics was the 500 meters. She had to take down Raffenberger. Raffenberger set a new world record, but Blair set herself up with a gold medal in 39.1 seconds. And then she had a personal best in the 1,000 meters. Sadly, though, 2 of her competitors beat her time, so she got bronze. She tried to get another medal in the 1,500 meters, but she took 4th. Despite all that, Bonnie Blair was allowed to carry the American flag at the closing ceremonies. Basically, Blair didn't do so well and all that. However, she had a thing. She unfortunately had bronchitis, which basically ruined her breathing towards the speed skating. However, she trained and then was ready for Albertville. Blair again won gold in the 500 meters, winning the event in back-to-back Olympics, the first time that's happened in women's history. Her winning time was slower than Calgary, but the venue in Albertville was outdoors. Basically, that a lot of times speed skating happens in an outdoor track instead of an indoor track like Calgary did. So, yeah, all that. Blair couldn't do anything and all that. Blair had some issues and all that in the 1,500 meters. But in the 1,000 meters, she did better. She beat Yi Kuo of China by 0.02 seconds. And that gold made her the most decorated U.S. woman in Winter Olympics of all time. She was on the cover of Sports Illustrated, and she did get more endorsements. So, as I said, back in 1986, the IOC said that the Winter and Summer Olympics would be in alternating 4-year cycles. So the Winter Games would be in 1994. Blair didn't have a good 93 season, but in the 94 Winter Olympics, she did better. She won the 500, gold in the 500 and 1,000 meters. In fact, in the 500 meters, she beat her opponent, the silver medalist, by 0.36 seconds, which is amazing. Not to mention that in the 1,000 meters, her 1.38 second margin was the largest in the history of the event. She was the first American woman to win 5 Olympic gold medals and the first American Winter Olympian overall of either gender to win 6 medals. All that. She missed the podium in the 1,500 meters with a 4th place finish. She would retire, but she would help Right to Play, one of the best celebrity endorsements by athletes for trying to help African children do well in play and all that. So basically, yeah, this was amazing. Bonnie Blair was the 3rd winter athlete to win the Sullivan Award, which is for best U.S. amateur and all that, which is pretty good and all that. In fact, Blair's hometown of Champaign, Illinois, renamed one of its streets Bonnie Blair Drive. Champaign is home to the University of Illinois, if you must know. So she actually dated a speed skater, Dave Cruikshank, in 1990 and married in 1996. They have 2 kids, Grant and Blair. Grant Cruikshank played hockey at Colorado College. And Bonnie Blair's daughter actually ended up competing in the speed skating trials, but didn't get on the medal podium, which is bad, but you know, good try. You can't follow in your mother's footsteps all the time. So anyway, that's all I've got. I'm Jeff Diamond. I do.